All right, everybody. I'm Eric with Eric's Excursions. Today is Sunday, March 2nd or 3rd, one of those days. I'm losing track of time. Anyways, I'm out here today on another beautiful day, beautiful weather. So I thought I'd invite you guys to come join me while I show you guys this outside trail. Take a quick ride through it. I always think about when I'm on these trails, just about all the history that was here. I mean, thousands of years ago, this was all underwater, which is really an amazing thought. It's crazy to think about. But after that, I'm beginning to learn, and I didn't know this, that apparently a lot of this area in central Florida was occupied by Seminole Indians. I knew a little bit about it, but I started piecing together by making these videos, actually, of all things. When I did the Fort Fraser Trail video and how the U.S. military congregated at the fort preparing for the war, the Seminole Indian War, and then when I was in Sanford, and how that was another fort where they were staging for the Seminole Indian War. And then I was looking at pictures, and I didn't know about this, downtown Lakeland. I saw a picture of thousands of U.S. soldiers or infantry prepared there for another war. This was 1902, and that was in downtown Lakeland. So I saw pictures of all these white tents and all these soldiers congregating and getting ready, and I don't know, it's just really something. I didn't know that the Seminole Indian tribes occupied so much of, I guess, central Florida, maybe all the way up till the northern part. But pretty interesting, you know, when I started doing the real research for some of these videos. So yeah, even this property here, I mean, I can only imagine all the history and all the generations of people that lived on this land. This was probably swamp. I don't think this was ever a place where people lived. At least I don't think so. Hello. It sure is beautiful out here. It's always nice when I get a chance to come out here and ride through this place. One time I saw a bobcat, beautiful orange black stripe, so sort of black stripes, I guess, if I remember correctly. You know how your mind can exaggerate things, but it was definitely a bobcat or a Florida panther. I don't know, I can't tell the difference, but it saw me and he crouched down and checking me out. He was in that attack position, but then he saw I was moving on, so he didn't do anything. He's probably maybe more afraid of me than I was of him. Who knows? I don't want to find out. They can get aggressive. I've seen where they can attack people. But yeah, so here's something I'm perplexed about. Where did all this white sand come from? I know it's a stupid question to some people, but I've always wondered. I mean, is this from when this was all underwater, or what? It's like beach sand, very fine white sand. If anyone knows, leave a comment. So I would go right through here, but I got one hand, the other hand's holding my gimbal, so I'm just gonna turn around here, and we're just gonna make this a one video, one shot today. No edits. What you see is what you get, which is pretty much usually what you get. Anyways, I like these forward shots. I think they're pretty neat to watch on video. Let's hope I don't wreck into anything. So I hope everyone's been having a good day. I know I have. It's been a really great day today. Got all my things done I needed to get done. So that's always a good feeling to get stuff behind you. I like the way this is looking on my camera. Maybe we'll see some wildlife. I've seen a lot of snakes here. I saw the biggest rattlesnake I've ever seen in my life here. The thing was gigantic. See a lot of turtles. I know there's eagles out here. I've never seen one, but I hear that they're here. They were pushed back here from all the development from the few miles north of us, where that was all their land previously where they had lived, and so they had all the wildlife moved back to this area, apparently. Oh, there's a turtle hanging out. I always see these abandoned, I don't know if they're abandoned trains or if this is an old rail yard. I always see these rail cars just sitting out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how they even got here. A bunch of them. Right directly forward. Huh, weird. So if I remember correctly, this is like 200 acres. This is a big piece of property, probably easy to get lost. I've only taken small parts of it, parts I know. I've hiked in that jungle right there. And it's easy to get lost in that thing too, and it's not really that big, but you can get a little sketchy really quick when you get off that beaten path, which I thought about doing today. Thought I'd make an interesting video, but yeah, not today. Changed my mind. There's light at the end of the tunnel.